We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I feel like we already did this in July.
And a Happy New Year. We didn't do that. Hi everyone, welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews. I'm Daniela.
And I'm John. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
And click the little bell to receive notifications every time we upload a new video.
Countdown to Christmas continues.
Number 2.
Movie number 2.
Number 2. So today we are reviewing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We like this. We like these ones. So in our short, we predicted that this was going to be a hit. We both said it was going to be a hit. So let's see if we were right.
I do want to quantify that. The hit, hit or miss being the channel, it is easier to kind of define a movie. It's like you either like it or you don't. But I do like our extra Christmas scale as well as a hit or miss.
Of course, yeah. That's our little added
Obviously, a
treat.
hit is 6 and above.
Yeah,
no, 7 and above.
We've never really defined it yet.
It has to be 7 and above.
I think it should be 7 and above, and that's pretty high.
Yeah.
That's pretty high. But anyway.
So what's this one about?
Becca, played by Marisol Nichols, and Robbie, played by Kristoffer Polaha, are a busy couple with fast-paced careers living a stressful life in New York City, and their marriage is on the rocks. They're seeing a marriage counselor who suggests they visit Gracious, Vermont, a cute and cozy town with a population of 513. While there, Becca and Robbie decide it's all a bit too much for them, and they try and make an early exit and possibly separate when they get back home. However, fate had other plans when their car windshield is smashed by a hanging street ornament. So weird. Now stranded, Becca and Robbie must learn to reconnect with each other, find the spark that pulled them together many years ago, and relive a magical Christmas together.
Oh, that's a mouthful. Mm-hmm. That's 13 years of marriage.
Yes, it was.
Right there.
Yes, it was.
Which is what we're dealing with the couple in this story.
Mm-hmm.
So
what do we think? I loved this. I love watching Kristoffer Polaha. I don't know why I can't say his name. I can never say his name. Anyway, I love his voice, I love his face, I love his personality.
I was right in the short. He can't really do any wrong.
No.
As long as he's in it, it's going to be
We
decent.
were excited.
I still think Mystery 1-on-1 was only passable because he was in it. And I'm not really into the mysteries, but he was
we
the
liked
reason.
Jill Wagner too. We liked her.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they work together, but he's a reason to watch something. I didn't love this movie. I definitely liked it.
I loved it.
I was concerned about the plot going in just because
You had reservations going in. I didn't. I was all for it. And I
still thought it was going to be
excited.
good, and it definitely was.
Yeah, but I remember you saying, well, I don't know, the plot sounds kind of like
It just kind of sounds like a bummer. And actually, when you look at the movie, for me, the two gay innkeepers sort of saved it with the Christmas vibes they were putting out. It felt like a Christmas movie. Otherwise, it was kind of like a harder hitting sort of relationship bummer.
A little bit, yes, but there were elements of romantic comedy, which I like.
Yeah. They played it pretty funny, which worked.
Okay, well, I thought, right off the bat, I thought this was very different. We have, two lead characters breaking the fourth wall with us, the audience. They're staring right into the camera, which, I thought was very different and very cool. I had never seen that before in any Hallmark movie.
I liked the shot of them sitting on opposite ends of the couch when it revealed as well.
When the big reveal was they're talking to their therapist. Yeah. I understand now. But it was so cool that they initially just had them talking to the camera.
Yeah, the funny thing was that actually, when they started out like that, it reminded me of the Christmas contest, and I was like, oh, I don't like this. Do you remember that?
Oh, I guess they did do that. I forgot about that. I mean, I just kind of blocked that out of my memory because that one was so awful. So I guess Hallmark has done some framing like that.
I mean, of course,
but
it was a good way to reveal that they were actually in a therapy session.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about this whole movie were the really tender, emotional, vulnerable moments that each character had.
I don't have any gripes with the acting. They pulled it off completely, both of them, and it felt like it was a relationship in trouble, and I was completely into it.
I was kind of teary-eyed at that last scene.
Oh no, I got teary-eyed a few times, and one of them was specifically from Kristoffer Polaha,
he's
just
so
acting
good.
his ass off.
I know, he's
damn,
such a
man.
good actor. God, I love this guy. But the two of them had really great chemistry, and I was a little hesitant at first. I don't know why. I just get a little bit nervous. I always want him to do so well, and I always want it to work out for him and I want him to be in like the best movies, like the best Hallmark movies.
Like I said before, I feel like he can save even the worst movies. So this was a good movie, and he made it great.
Both of them are just so natural.
Yeah, they worked really well together.
Over the top. Yeah.
I liked it.
And there was one particular moment that I loved. It was like such a small scene. They just said like, hey, like to each other across the table. It was so subtle, but so impactful.
Yeah, it was really nice. I really liked this scene outside when they went for the lights walk and they ended up in the barn. There's one scene of where she's sitting on the bench and he's in the middle, and it was just like cinematography-wise, it was beautiful. I was like, wow, that's nice.
And I love
that.
Had
like this Jesus in a manger vibe.
I did. I love in that scene. I loved that. Like she sits on the bench and there's space for him to sit beside her on the bench, but he doesn't. He kneels in front of her, like by her knees, and like grabs her knees.
Yeah, it was really touching.
Just like subtle choices like that are really important. They make such a difference, right? Loved it. And the inn owners, as we mentioned, the two gay guys, they provided some really great comic relief, and they really did provide like the Christmas cheer.
Yeah,
to this movie.
we've seen a few movies now that have
the
gay couple as like the cafe owners or something else, but these guys definitely pulled it off without being too much.
Yeah, and it was the town of Gracious. Like it was so over the top Christmas, but in a really fun, cute way.
Population 513.
Yeah, there was no end. And I really loved the store owner lady who painted portraits of animals.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that after because I liked her.
I really liked her.
Kayla? Yeah, Kayla and Antonio.
She's great.
The busboy / waiter.
Oh, and he was great.
At the end, I liked their second romance plot.
It was just great. It was fun. It was funny. There was moments where I laughed out loud. It was sweet. It was emotional. It was touching. Like I don't know. I just really loved it. I really enjoyed it a lot.
How much?
Just like we'll get to that. But why don't we talk about performances? I think we've already kind of touched on that, but I think we have two really fantastic leads here. Both Marisol and Kristoffer. I think they're just like Hallmark superstars.
Is it
at this point.
Marissa?
I think it's Marisol, but I pronounce everything wrong, so who knows?
Yeah,
I don't. For me, okay, they're both great, but for me, Kristoffer is the standout here. I love all of his choices. I love the way he uses his voice. It's like commanding at times, and he goes into that kind of Scrooge character from like Dickens of a Holiday.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that.
If he ever sings.
Oh my God, and he does sing.
He's definitely the standout for me too. I mean,
he's such a great actor. I don't know what else to say. Like he's enjoyable to watch on screen. And I mean, I like Marisol. I think she's grown on me since Christmas CEO.
I mean, I like her in that too. I think she always kind of plays the same character, but she does it pretty well. Like she's never bubbly or outgoing, really.
No. She's very like mysterious and like sultry, and she adds like kind of this edge, which is not very common for like a Hallmark leading lady.
But it was pretty necessary for this movie because it had to feel like there was some turmoil there, and definitely did.
Yeah, like I didn't expect to like them as a couple, but they really pulled it off here.
Yeah,
they did a great job.
The thing is, I didn't really buy their chemistry, but you don't see it until the end. So you see the awkwardness and them not having chemistry, which is the layout of the entire movie. So by the time they get to it, it's kind of like, oh, that's nice. There's one line that she says that really made me believe it, but otherwise it just felt like Kristoffer Polaha was really sad about the relationship, but because we never got a glimpse of it, it felt foreign at the end.
We didn't really get like a flashback scene or anything like that about the good times and then when things started to go really bad. We're right in the middle of the bad part.
They mentioned like a few vacations they had, and like that's about it.
And how they're always good on vacation, but how are we supposed to be good in the real world, not in like a bubble, right? That's pretty realistic though too, I think.
So, should we get a little nitpicky?
Yeah, so I think you and I both commented on the ornament smashing the windshield of the car.
Well, okay, it happening is cool, and I like the Christmas magic or the Christmas fate about it, but it being like a setup by the inn, and then also so connectively the therapist, it feels like super weird and wrong.
Like they're all in on this.
I know the intention
is good. What if someone's sitting in the car?
Such a liability.
Oh my God, I know. Like, you could get sued 10 times over. Like, I'm surprised
I know,
no one
yeah,
has ever sued them. I know, we're bringing reality into
You
this.
have to bite down on the joke on that one. But for me, like, at that moment, I know it was kind of supposed to be funny, and I did, like, chuckle, but it felt closer to, like Nothing But Trouble. When, when they just, like, impound their car, and they're like, you stay here now.
Like, no consequences whatsoever. We're just
okay.
gonna do whatever we want to other people's, like, highly prized possessions, like someone's car.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's risky. But, I guess it worked.
But it was funny. It was a nice little
and then
shtick.
Connected to that, the therapist, I mean, I feel like she's definitely breaking some confidentiality rules.
Oh, for sure.
As a therapist, like,
We need to just suspend
I know.
a little bit of disbelief here. But yeah, like, I mean, that's what the whole Nit Picky thing's about. Like, really, would this really actually happen? So why don't we talk about the writer and the director really quick? The writer here is Nicole Baxter.
I remember her name.
Yeah. Some other writing credits include Too Close for Christmas, Chateau Christmas, Swept Up by Christmas. Pretty sure we've seen Chateau for Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've seen the other ones, which is surprising because they're older too. The director here is Paul Ziller. Some other writing credits include A Dickens of a Holiday.
Oh, yeah.
One of our favorite. I mean, I loved that Last Christmas. It was so good.
Yeah, that was one of the
And
better
Kristoffer
ones.
was in that one too. So, yeah. Good Morning Christmas and Picture Perfect Christmas. Some good ones there.
Nice. Should we bring up the prediction scoreboard?
Yeah.
What are we at now?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2-1.
It is. You got one up me because of Noel Next Door,
Yeah.
which I loved, but I didn't think I was gonna love. But we both predicted we would really love this one, and we did.
We did.
But we both said this would be a hit.
Yes, exactly.
You really liked it. I loved it.
So let's see how well it does on the meter.
Yeah. I'm going to give We Wish You a Merry Christmas 10 Lords of Leaping.
Oh.
Hate.
Oh. That's...
Love.
There we go. And I'm gonna give We Wish You a Merry Christmas 8 Maids of Milking.
Good score. High scores. Man, Countdown to Christmas, we're going in strong.
I mean, definitely.
Strong.
They have some steam to lose some now, and I guess we'll see how Kismet Christmas is.
I'm not looking forward to that one. Spoiler alert. But we'll see. We'll see. Why don't we do our Christmas Hallmark checklist?
Okay.
All right. Christmas confusion.
No.
No. Not really. No.
A Christmas party.
Yes.
Yes.
They get drunk. They both get drunk.
Oh yeah, that actually was,
That
a funny
funny.
scene.
That was funny.
Yeah, we're seeing
A
a
lot of alcohol
spike in
lately.
that too. Yeah, in the last 2 movies alone, it's been
A lot of alcohol. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's reality.
A character with a holiday name. No.
I don't think so. Reference to or picking out the perfect tree.
Yes. In fact, they pick out 2.
They pick out imperfect trees.
I know.
Yeah.
And they decorate both of them, which was really cute in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Ice skating. Yes.
Was there? Was
Well,
it just
you
that
said
one
yes.
shot in the opening?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to double check, but I think yes.
I feel like that's cheap, but
Mm-hmm.
yes. Yeah. Santa makes an appearance. Of course.
Yes. Character obsessed with Christmas.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna say the whole town.
The entire
is
town.
obsessed
It was
with
a Christmas town.
Definitely. It was
I like
great.
that. A hot beverage.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Several. Horse-drawn sleigh. No.
Nay.
That's good.
It's always nay.
Nay. Christmas in the title. Yes.
Dang. Granted a Christmas wish. No.
No. A snowball fight.
I don't think
No.
Christmas caroling?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristoffer with that voice. So good. Christmas magic. No.
Yeah. Mistletoe kiss.
Yes.
Yes. Finally. I mean,
Like,
it's
actually.
been, I think that's the first time this has ever hit.
Ever?
It's managed to not be in all of
I don't
them.
remember now. There
'Cause we
must
only
be some
started
other
last
movie.
Christmas.
Digital fake snow. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was here.
definitely. Oh,
It
there
was
was
here.
lots.
It was falling down when they went to the alpaca farm. I mean, the alpacas that was hilarious. Like, why was this town so obsessed with alpacas?
I don't know. I mean,
I liked it. I
do you like alpacas?
I mean, they're cute, and I just thought it was a weird detail.
It is kind of.
I was like, okay, I like it. I dig it.
So yeah, this is a good start for Hallmark.
Fantastic start. We got 2 home runs, pretty much.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So we will see you back for a review of A Kismet Christmas in a few days.
Exactly. Oh wait, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know where that was. I don't know what that was. I'm tired.
Happy countdown to Christmas, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.